not attempt to adjust your sets. This is the World Makers Consortium.
Hey, what's going down tonight? So we got WMC episode 33, and I'll bring out my co-host for the night, Fam in studio. I always feel that's stupid. I always say for the night, but like you're here every night.
I was going to ask if we wanted to talk this out. Like if you want me to go, I don't want to. I just got a parking spot. You just put the sign up. We moved Bjorn out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a stupid thing I say among other various other things. So we'll bring out our co-host, Eddie. What's going on?
Oh, always a pleasure. What's up, guys?
What's going
How
on?
much? How you been, man? Look at all those toys. Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on back there. I was trying to log on my computer, but it's not working. So here we are.
Did you try turning it on?
So which button is that?
It's the one that says on.
There's no button that says on.
Oh God.
All right, man. Well, we're going to bring in our guests right away, too, for the night. So we've got Brian from Outer Multiverses back with us tonight. What's going on, man?
Brian!
Hey, guys. How you doing?
And in an effort to bring more beards to the show, we just tried to bring back on Border Station X.
What's good, fellas?
Oh,
Right
look
on,
what it is.
Hey, what up?
What's up, dude?
How you doing,
guys know
fellas?
it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Deadman will crash the party again tonight. I think he felt left out last week. He's like, all my friends are, a couple weeks ago.
You never know where he'll pop up. He might be here.
Yeah, man. Oh, always good having him on. He's good shit.
Absolutely.
So we got, holy cow, I got to go back to the guys jam the comments here now. I got to go all the way back to the top.
We got 20 people on your channel rolling in right now. This is wild. I'm glad to see it. Happy Friday, everybody. Glad you're all here.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Another Justin Welch. Thanks for coming out. We got Defiant Outer Rim. We got
My man.
this famine guy that keeps showing up. I've tried to block him 100 times.
Who is that guy? Who invites that
He's
guy?
just trolling the comments. We got Better Ray Bob here.
Hey, Bob.
Bjorn. I'm sure he was first, but I think you like to shuffle stuff around. We got Starboy Station.
My man.
What's on Pirates of the Galaxy? So yeah, you can go check out his and Lord of Thane's show every Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Pirates Channel. Whip Wednesday, and it happens on a Wednesday night. Imagine that.
I tell you, they're doing something neat for the world builders, all you world builders out there. They're doing a Greebly of the Week, so it's a great idea to get some inspiration from them over on their channel. So be sure to check that out, like Brad said, on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they've got their Stargate challenge they're doing right now, and then I'm gonna droid the shit out of their next challenge. It's a droid challenge, so we'll go with that. So yeah, check those guys out. We got Nebula's Nexus is here. We got Devastation Station, Adrian Forbes. What's going on, man? Red Canada is here. David Dunn, if I do him already. Back Station, what's going on, brother? Oh, and Wenzilla's here. I saw you pop up before.
Nice.
What's going on, brother? Joshua. All right. Did him already. We got CH Anthony here tonight.
What up, Ant?
CH.
All right. Well, if I missed you in the comments, I'm sorry. I'll get back to you later on. So, what's new and exciting there, Outer Multiverse? We haven't had you on for a little bit.
Hey, yeah, I've just been working on the Yamato 6,
Love the name.
Thank you.
That is a cool name. And then
Before we jump, can you tell us about how you only bought one Acid Rain figure this year?
Well, I only bought one 2-pack of Acid Rain figures this year.
He hit us with that in the pre-chat, everybody, like it was a big accomplishment. Like we were at, December 31st. He was like, yeah, I only got one this year. No, we're only 26 days into the month, like of the first month of the year. And he's over, I only got one. Jesus.
I didn't even catch that. That's Famine caught it way before I did. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's some restraint. But
I only got
one
last year. I only got one in 2023.
God damn, I only got one this year. All right. And then, everybody remember you can support us on the Patreon. The link is on my YouTube. You can also go over to pick up some shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff at the link that's scrolling along the bottom of the screen right now.
Yep.
And everything you do supports the channel. And we're going to have some other fundraising type things. We're thinking about a new T-shirt. I'm gonna have some merch coming up for that upcoming documentary. I'm gonna start coming up now, and gonna go on a little adventure in the States there in the summertime, and hopefully check out some people's world building, get some interviews done, go do some toy hunting.
We're gonna take you to get mouthed off. That's for goddamn sure. That's happening.
No, you can't mouth anybody off once you pass the Canadian border. It's not allowed in the States.
I made some phone calls.
I want to get mouthed off.
I know some people, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's background is like that. He's trying out that new StreamYard feature where you can like green screens stuff in behind you. He only has like a couple toys. He doesn't own.
This is actually
somebody else's figures.
This is actually all Famine's collection, all of it.
Just green screened it in behind him. Right on. Well, we're getting into let's start out with our usual shout outs for the community. I think Famine's familiar with this guy, but he does some pretty like awesome freaking like head sculpts and stuff.
Dude, yes, this guy's amazing.
Famine, what? I'm not even gonna try and pronounce this. How about you take a crack at it?
Turleon Song.
Yep.
All right, man.
That's what I'd go with.
Good job. I didn't want another dystopian playground situation on our hands. But like I was checking out these head sculpts, and this is 118. And I was like,
before you jump away from this screen, top right, very clearly Natalie Portman. Bottom left, if that's not one of the Olsen sisters, I'm fucking Vincent D'Onofrio myself. Those are gorgeous head sculpts.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And not to mention the weapons he makes, man. It's unreal.
Oh, he does some like
real swords.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Badass right there.
You can protect house and home with these things.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. And I just love and he's got like this one, and then you've got this one. I think it's like the same kind of armor setup.
Yeah.
Those big hands that he does, those things are so tight.
They are awesome.
Oh man,
That's me. Yeah, that's me when Pornhub does premium free for a month.
Get the Thanos glove going on. Yeah.
So the other shout out I wanted to do tonight too is I'm sure 90% of the people in the chat are familiar with our good friend Not Famine and Toy Domination and our buddy Dom over on his channel. But there's a few people watch this and post that don't know about him. But yeah, definitely go check his channel out. He's got this for world building. He's got like a different take on it. So his world building is a giant, like, I don't know, spaceship or something like that.
It is a spaceship.
Yeah. Like a gigantic, like hulking spaceship. And he's just got, go over and check out the video where he does like the tour of it and stuff. And it's just like, it's freaking wild, man.
Isn't it called the Meyer or something like that?
I should have done some research before the show. Dom's going to kill me.
I can't remember, but I think so.
Yeah, I think it is like
American is Rad's second language, so we can't fault him for that.
Sorry, man. Sorry. And then he also does these like crazy setups where he like, I don't know, his neighbors must think he's insane, but he drags all his toys out in the backyard.
I can
sets up
relate
these
to that.
crazy like skirmishes, and he's got like fake smoke and like all this other like crazy shit that he does too. And I'm just like, wow, dude.
Awesome.
that's dedication, man. I like to
Yeah.
have my toys in my toy room, but I can never ever imagine like dragging all this crap outside and like setting it up. Like, oh my
It's the best.
if I did that, it'd be a one-way trip. The toys would be out there and then they would never come back in. That's just the way it would go. But yeah, go check out his progress too on this custom he's working on, which is really cool. He's got like a, I don't know, buffalo kind of head going on. Is that the Buzz Lightyear?
It's one of those bodies, I think, right?
I don't
I
think
don't know.
No.
Is it not?
I don't know. I can't tell, but I know that head's from Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, I think.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
anybody in the chat? I thought that was the Buzz Lightyear one, but maybe not. Maybe just
No, there, but
Maybe.
that's a great. There's so many of those that were like $1 that you can like custom out like crazy.
The hands are certainly Lightyear hands. I
Zap
can't tell if
Patrol.
the feet
Okay.
are articulated.
Zap Patrol.
Bjorn's got it. He's a Zap Patrol body.
Okay. Okay.
It does fucking say Zap. I'm just throwing that out there.
Or-
It does say-
The
No.
screen is this big.
Enough said.
This big. I can't see that.
Well, most of us have computers, Eddie. I'm sorry.
Listen, I don't know what happened to Instagram on my computer, and I'm a caveman, and I'm not gonna go through that. So here we are.
Well, I don't know. Instagram's a caveman too, but they are improving. I've only gotten like one OnlyFans invite in the last week, so
and that was for me.
probably. But
Coming soon.
yeah, no doubt. Hey, you're on soon. But just to go off on another tangent, I was checking with Border Station. What have you made any milestones or progress on the old station since we talked to you last?
Other than just kind of cleaning up in there, no. Absolutely. In a quick word, no. I actually got really immersed in this guy I did a trade with this summer sent me a bunch of Mythic Legion dwarf builder, like army builders, and a grip of beards. So I've been working on beards like all week.
Nice.
I
And
see
that's-
you put them on today. I see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can hold one up here. I don't know. We got kind of a
Oh shit,
Well,
that's dope.
That is cool.
Oh yeah, nice.
little blue beard kind of to match up with the Elkhorn that NECA's going to release eventually there. And then I went like full punk rock and did this is kind of fun. I started working on a green one.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh sweet.
Yeah, we'll see how it all turns out. I don't know if it's showing up proper there, but yeah, that's been kind of my thing, and just cleaning up out there in the border station and getting it kind of ready for the next phase of construction. But I definitely have some plans. I think the next thing I'm definitely working on is I bought these weird little metal plant trays from I can't remember, it was like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something, but they're gonna make great balconies for this building I'm making.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Gotta weather them and sticker them up and do all that jive. So
Yeah.
Well, in your defense, you were only on the show a couple weeks ago, so I wouldn't expect you to get a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, I haven't got. Yeah, I didn't get a wing done while we have not been in contact.
Very nice. Hey, Jason Jensen's here. What's going on?
Jason.
Yeah, definitely. If you've been living in a cave for the last like 100 years, go check his stuff out. He does model trains, sci-fi. You can buy his kits. They're like
Yep.
super awesome. We even like Famine managed to walk Wentzilla through building a kit. So
Nice.
there we
And
go. Anyone can do it, man. Trust me.
right
It's
next to me in my build list that I've been working this week, I'm ready to put together one of his big hallway play sets. So
Nice.
Oh,
that
that looks like it's big and difficult to build.
it's not, man. I've watched his video a couple of times, and I will give Jason 1000% credit to take the time not only to design and produce a play set or even just a small thing and sell the kits, but then also to take a video and show you step by step to put it together instead of just giving you like a call sheet with some IKEA type instructions on it. Time saver. So definitely check out Jason's stuff. It's all high class. His 3D prints that he's got with his kits are amazing. They're resin printed, so they're durable. They're great for world building. They're almost, if you're somebody who likes your stuff smooth, they're so damn close to smooth. It's incredible. Computer drives or stolen DVD players. If you watch Fast and the Furious 1, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got so many amazing things. Check out his stuff. It's really, really worth your time. Definitely check it out.
What the hell is a DVD?
I think it's
I got a mountain. I'm
it's
over
this
over
round
here.
thing, like a record
Yeah.
player. You put a needle on it, I think.
Oh, there you go. I definitely know about vinyl because I'm old.
You are old.
I'm in the vinyl room right now.
Oh yeah,
They
man.
won't let you
Nothing
out.
Yeah. Not
think
furloughed
that's-
yet.
Yeah, usually you go in the rubber room, but I guess they're gonna have a vinyl room too. But hey, Famine, do you want to show off some of the stuff that you
Absolutely.
and that will kind of lead us into our main segment of the show?
Well, I can do that if you want to make me big for a second. I did get a couple of things in the mail this week that I do want to show off from some of our community members. Age of Station, I ordered a couple of these doors from him, these 3 printed doors,
Nice.
and I've already got one painted up. I found a trick because I just personally, I don't like print lines. I know some people don't care. Perfect. These have very few print lines. I mixed up Mod Podge and black paint and just gave it 2 coatings, and it really smoothed it out. It fell into the print lines, and then I was just able to hit it with a little sandpaper. Looks beautiful, but I mean, you could certainly use it just like this, and it is a damn good scaled door. 1/18 scale, so, here, it's the perfect scale. Your aliens that are taller could fit through, and also your, regular short figures. So that's perfect. I've been working on this myself this week. I was doing bricks on a live. Now I've got them with their first coating of Mod Podge on there. I made this
Wow.
pillar today. That was my little absent-minded project while I watched my morning TV. That's going to be glued in place and weathered up. That's just a piece of foam with a bunch of cereal box strips cut up
Nice.
and glued
Nice.
on in various patterns. And, just starting to fill in. I built this
That's
entire
good.
room
I
from
love
scratch.
That's solid. Yeah. I like that.
And
How
that'll be
dare you?
something.
How dare you be so talented? You have,
I've heard that.
you have no business being so talented, Famine.
Also from Age of Station, this little bastard of a droid. I'm calling him Steve Zoidberg, but he snuck into the package, and he's cool because he's all one print. He's printed out as one. He's wobbly as shit, but when you set him down, he immediately gets rigid and stands up.
Hmm.
And it's cool. It's like quite literally just printed as one thing.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I like this guy. And then today I got
Yes.
home as I was rushing to log in.
That's kind of like your grandparents, eh? They're all
What's that,
floppy.
wobbly?
They're all wobbly and floppy until you set them down, then they're rigid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they all look like they're terrified of whatever, even though nothing's going on. Just and almost tripped over the damn Amazon packages when I came in the door. But Navarro Cantina was on sale on Amazon. You guys know me. I am a slut for savings. It was on sale for $30. So I scooped one up.
nice.
I don't have one. Now I do.
That's
and
awesome.
Ahsoka went down to $11, so I picked her up.
You.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
So
Hey, dude. Good luck with the 2 shot glasses in that cantina set, man. I think I lost one before, like while I was opening it. It was ridiculous, dude.
There's
Yeah.
epic
Still-
accessories.
I've still got every single one of the cantina when there were the 2-packs where you got the bar bench, the figure, and the drinks. I've still got all those cups for mine.
Wow.
Really?
I don't know how I don't know how I've held on to them because one of my cantina sets was from the first release week and it lived in my shed, which got mice into it and squirrels and stuff. And I was still, when I went out there to clean up the container, there they were. And I'm just like, holy shit, I can't believe I've still got them. Also, anybody who takes the COVID tests, if you have to for work or whatever, the little screw caps on the droppers, turn them upside down. They look like tumblers with the ridges. And so I've been using those as cups for my bars.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good
So
idea.
enough fucking flapping of my gums over here. Rad, tell everybody what the topic of today's show is.
So today I asked all of our guests on the panel tonight to go through and pick out 5 or so of their ideal world building items, toys, kits for whatever reason, if it's availability, versatility, like for customization. Yeah, man, if you got lots of them. So yeah, I guess since you're not sick of listen to the Famine talk, we're gonna start with his pick here. So yeah, what made you pick this set out, Famine?
The versatility across the board of these figures, they are, you know, mechanics. They can be used as soldiers. If you strip them down, you stick a rifle in their hand. There's females across the board. There's males. They're easily swappable. Their parts can be shifted out. Customizers go crazy with them. They're really good figures to have on hand. And if you want some diversity in your world for a really good price, you know, now they're getting a little bit more hard to find as people are starting to pounce on them. But especially orange set is like you got to pull teeth to get a hold of those, but they're a really good set. The accessories they come with are useful, and they're just, you know, really useful for world building.
Solid pick.
And this is the one too that's got does like have the blind packing character. So sometimes you get the chick with her boobies and stuff like that.
Yep. She's not only does she come with boobies,
I'll be right back.
They're out. Eddie's going to get his boobies right now. But yeah, certainly a great set. And just, again, you know what I mean? There's diversity across the board. You got a bearded guy, you know, no beard. You got the dude helmet you can swap on and off. You got 3 different female looks. You got scarves you can swap in between them. Really great sets.
Well, and they're not really that far away. If, like, say you didn't want mechanics, you could kind of kit them out and they would make like a cool little like military squad too. They all match well. It all makes sense.
Bob, I checked their site today. They did not have those available. If they were available, they went quick. But yes, there is a 50% off sale on joytoy.com if anybody wants to go scope out some of these figures.
Don't tell me about stuff like that.
Well, fair warning, it is like 99% Warhammer, but they do have some killer deals on those bikes. I think the one bike is on for like $26, $28.
Yeah, the Cult of Samurai motorcycle.
Those are
Yeah,
great.
a lot of it is like the mainline Warhammer dudes in the great big armor and shit like that.
Right.
So there's not much danger of.
There's also the Kung Fu line. There was a lot of those figures still available. The old dudes in the monk robes and the younger guys with the swords and the fans. I have been back and forth on picking some of those up because I think they could be like Sith soldiers with the red uniforms on, because it's basically a ninja outfit. Once you take the skirt off, pop a head off, and you've got, you know, stick a lightsaber, you've got a red dude in like an ornate robe with silver and gold trim. Opportunities are there. And for I think they're $24, $26 with free shipping if you choose free shipping. Hell of a deal, especially for how articulated Joy Toy
Yeah,
figure.
such an affordable figure. Yeah.
I pre-ordered some of those army builders. They're actually pretty reasonably priced, even in Canada. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The yellow ones are $16 on Amazon right now, so check out their army builders as well.
This was your next pick, Famine. What do you got going on with this fella?
So off-world Jawas, they're plentiful. They were plentiful. I'm still seeing people giving them away and selling them for cheap. I know a lot of people scooped them up for the Mandalorian sets when they got their their Razor Crests in. They're a great little figure. They're a darker colorway than most of the regular Jawas. You can add some diversity to your set again, because that's one thing. It's like army building an army. You want them all to look the same, but you want a bunch of little aliens, a little tougher with the same outfits. So you get these up. You can swap out other pieces and parts on them, swap robes, and they're just great little affordable aliens that you're able to use.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you can peel that robe off and use the robe for, I don't know, a coat for another character. And there's like endless possibilities with this thing. Or more Ugnots. You can make like an old grandpa Ugnaught with
Agreed, Canada.
It's desolate here.
Sorry.
All right. So your next choice, Famine, was this fella right here.
This fella right here in the 3-pack, and also the available version at Target and Walmart. But I think this one really stands out because it's the least Jedi looking version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. You pop that lightsaber off, you take the head and hands off, and you've got a generic body. And if you are lucky and you get it out of the 3-pack, Tuka's vest, because a lot of people buy a bunch of them for the trooper, and then you have a bunch of Jawas, you could take Tuka's vest off and pop it on.
Nice.
You've got a random peasant-looking guy, desert worker.
Yeah.
You could put a tool in his holster instead of a gun, and it's a great articulated figure. They're the 3-pack is $20 on Amazon. They've been hanging right around that price. It's a great figure. You could get 3 or 4 of them. You'd wind up with soldiers. You'd wind up with Jawas, and then you'd have these generic figures that you could have as people. They could all be blue workers. Slap alien hands on one, put an alien head. They could all work at a diner, or, you know, work for.
Oh yeah, and hey, speaking of peasants, Eddie, these would be great for your Edelham, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a damn
That's what I
Especially-
was just thinking.
figure right there.
And the vest too has little stitches on the back, so you take a little paint pen and just pick those out, and they really pop, or put a wash on it, dry brush, make them a little dirty.
Right.
Opportunities endless, and you don't even the vest. You don't need it on there. It's just an additional little treat that it can swap on. He comes with the bag. He comes with a gun, lightsaber, that cloak. So you can take those off. That's a lot of accessories for a figure. In the backpack, I plan on actually casting it so I can use it for other figures, but it's a good pack. It's generic enough not to be super sci-fi. So if you wanted to stick it on a couple of your Joes, or if you have more of a wasteland setup, you could cobble pieces off of here. And again, if you have medieval, that's pretty damn medieval, you know,
Yeah.
loose flowy
Yeah,
shirt,
no doubt.
bloused up
I
pants.
love that.
with, you know,
That backpack looks amazing, man. I want to I wasn't big on getting this character, but I kind of want one now just for that backpack, really.
dude, $20 on Amazon. I don't know what it is in Canada. It's probably like $800.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the 3-pack. The 3-pack is still $52 Canadian for
Yeah.
the 3-pack.
You get Obi-Wan, you get the Jawa. He comes with a bunch of little accessories. Like, he comes with like a whole shit ton of stuff that the Jawa does. And this is kind of going off the rails here because it's a 3-pack, but we're doing it's famine. All right. We're going to go a little crazy. So there's this little radio fucking thing he had on his cart. And there's this little, you know, space heater that I just dropped on my keyboard that's there. And he comes with, you know, the classic Jawa heater ion cannon. But and then you get the Purge Trooper as well. Some people like those Purge Troopers. Go after them.
So yeah, just so anybody realizes that we are simulcasting on both our channels right now. So if you're on one channel, you do show up here, but you probably won't see everybody else's chat, which I don't know how to fix that.
But stay in my channel. Give me the hours of watch time.
Or don't. Or just come
Fuck
over
off.
here. All right, fam, let's get to your next one before you swear at me again.
Bring it on. All right. So the Bith, you know, we got our Cantina band member. This figure is so goddamn articulated. It's live. It was cheap when it was in the stores. They're still pretty cheap to get. Pick them up. They are a great figure. Like I said, you can pop the head and hands off and you've got a generic body. I used it for a Darth Maul at one point, and it was so articulated. You could get them in really dynamic poses. There's the ankle rockers, the open hips, really great figure. And you can put those Bith hand and heads on other figures. So if I could pull my kit out right now, there's a chance I could pop those on here, and then I've got a little Bith peasant and a perfectly good body. It's a really good piece and you can populate. And again, it's so generic. Black shirt, gray pants, use them as a Sith, stick them in a robe, do whatever you wanted. There's a whole opportunity.
That hand up in the air is like one finger away from being the fucking shocker, dude.
Yeah.
Just notice that now. And it looks like he has a butt crack on his face, dude.
And Bjorn with the great tip there. The Bith head fits right on Marauders and Dime Novel Legends without any mods. So if you've got those extra figures,
that's good to know.
Yep, and you're like me, and I do the sci-fi Western kind of figure sometimes too.
I feel that.
Pop that right on there.
Yeah.
And we got
so you
another
could have
tip
like
here.
Joy Toy Army Builder. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it fits on those Dime Novel Legends, you could have like a butt crack head cowboy or whatever the heck you want. I'm Sheriff Butt Crack Face.
I got a whole new series coming up.
Yeah, Sheriff Butt Crack Face and his deputies. So I think then next round, what do we got coming up here? Let me check these slides real quick. Oh, these are my picks next. This is cool.
Yeah, you're up, buddy.
So these will be the best picks for the night, just so everybody knows already. Because mine. Totally kidding, just kidding. But mine was my first pick was the Joy Toy Army Builders. these guys are like affordable, like they're a decent price, and you can like mash them around. You can army build them. You could buy them as one-off characters. Like, does anybody have any first-hand experience with these army builders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they strip, you could take all the armor off except for some of them have knee pads, like armored knee pads, but you could pop them off with a little bit of elbow grease. And you've got literally blue jeans or cargo pants and a t-shirt, and you've got a blank body, all that extra armor you can use and swap to other figures. It is a good one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
I just actually pre-ordered the dudes on the end, and I think second in from the left today, and I don't know, that'll be my kind of. I don't have a lot of Joy Toy. I've got like a few bits and pieces here and there, mostly play sets, but yeah, I'm gonna finally like just kind of dip my toes into the Joy Toy water, and yeah, just kind of see where it goes from there. But man, toy collecting, as everybody knows, it's like so many rabbit holes. It's just like it's got to stop somewhere. I'll have to figure out what I'm not going to collect anymore if I start collecting Joy Toys. So my next pick though was
Yeah.
the
Love it.
Mantis.
Love
Whoever designed this tank played Metal Gear Solid as a kid, like constantly. Like,
Or watch Robotech. Yeah.
yeah, well, this just reminds me of Metal Gear. Like it's almost like identical to it. And I was like, oh my god.
Right.
But I've been seeing these. I think I picked up 2 of them, and they were like $12 a piece. So I'm seeing these like go on clearance. Like GameStop will put them out for full price, then they'll
Right.
hold out for like 2-3 months, and then one day you walk in there and they're like $10. So yeah, GameStop. Yeah, GameStop's weird with their sales, man. They hold out forever, and then you walk in one day and it's just like finding treasure. It's like it's
It's happened to me.
oh yeah, man. 11 of these?
11. Wow, what are you doing?
Army building, world building.
Yeah, with
Holy moly!
Sheesh.
Oh my God.
Hando head on the blue one. All right.
Deep Waters. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's probably talking about the Joy Toy thing, man. It's like,
I think it's DTG Figures did a great tutorial on a repaint and wiring up for lights on this thing.
oh, really? Oh, that
Yeah.
would be wild.
You
I'll
can't.
check
You'll have to go back in his tutorial videos history, but it's there. And he did a great job, man. It's amazing.
That's awesome. And definitely
Yeah.
check that. That'd be another
Yeah,
project. I'll never
You know,
finish.
our good friend and former co-host, whose seat I am warming right now, Josh Wentzilla, was, you know, he was supposed to finish one of those up for his bubblegum crew. You know, just throwing it
Yeah.
out there. If he's watching right now, because I know he is, because he misses
Hey,
us. He misses this face,
Yeah.
maybe a little Eddie's face, probably Rad's, but you know, he should finish that fucking walker up. I'm just saying,
I
finish the
feel
story.
him. Mine's still in the primer stage. I taped it and primered it, and I have not gotten back to it. So,
Yeah.
it happens.
They just
Yeah, in my setup, I actually use this for the Brotherhood of Steel. So I've got
Okay.
their emblem all over it. I should have taken a picture of it. It looks pretty cool. So I use this for my Fallout Brotherhood of Steel encampment or whatever. But my
Mhm.
next pick is the HK-87 droid. So everybody's loving this, whether you just want it for the cape or the army build. Dude, this is awesome. I'm at 8 of these right now, and I'm probably going to scoop up a few more when it goes on sale. Like, I'm not a big fan of the head, but I do like the nostalgia behind the HK series of droid, being like a huge Knights of the Old Republic fan. Like, I like that connection to the Old Republic with the HK droid. But yeah, either way, anybody else pick these guys up or what?
Oh yeah, man.
I've seen him a couple times. I haven't. I
Looking at
probably
7
should
of
have.
them right now.
That's a great figure.
Yeah.
And are you guys
And-
keeping the cape? Well, I know Famine's ripping the capes off everything. So
Yeah. Any super, I'm like Edna Mode, no capes. Get rid of them.
I
Yeah,
swapped
you,
the
big-
head- I swapped the heads off of another figure.
That'll work.
The Robo Skull Skeledrones, those little white heads. I put them on there, and I'm gonna keep those on those for right now.
All right. I like that.
So let's get on to my next pick here. So we want everybody to get to their picks tonight. I'm just dragging here. This is my next one, the Tumbling Tower Dollar Store Jenga ripoff game.
How'd you get
Dude,
them so compressed?
That's a camera trick I used. Yeah, but I first saw it. I don't know if Fatback Station started it or if he saw somebody do it, but these are awesome. Like they make awesome stairs, railings, you name it. Like you can build fences, like whatever you want. And these things at my dollar store are like $2 and definitely worth picking up. They're just wood blocks. And then Famine there has a prime example of somebody using them for the purposes of good and not evil.
Right there.
Yep. And
they're like
nice twist on that.
Thank you. Yeah, they're eventually going to lead up to connect to something, and I wanted a different way of going up because you always see the stairs, but I have my layout in a certain way. So,
Word.
Yeah, no, man, I love the stupid Jenga kits. Like you can use them I've actually used them just to like build stuff up or like do whatever, but you got to be careful with some of them because I've gotten a few where the dimensions of the blocks are like really fucking wacky. So you get them and like, holy crap, that's like almost 1/8 of an inch off that block that was below it and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. But
here's a tip too: paint it black and you put it underneath your speeders, and it elevates them just high enough so they look like they're floating, but it's far enough in the middle so you can't see it. So it's really good for photography and also just
hilarious. That's hilarious that you mentioned that because I literally every one of my speeders has a Jenga block under it. So it's just the right height that you can't really see it unless you like really crouch down and look at it, and it gives it the illusion of hovering. But my next pick, I don't personally own one of these, but I hear people talking about this stupid thing all the time, and I think it's an awesome vehicle. It's the Buzz Lightyear truck thing. Tacky glue. Famine's doing an ad for tacky
glue. Tacky glue or regular super glue, but you got to make sure that you give them a little time to bond.
There you go. So who's got the Lightyear? Who's got that Lightyear truck? What'd you do with it? I know Lord of Thane did a couple cool things with his, but
mine's in pieces in the other room because I didn't know you had to heat to remove the wheels. You have to. Anthony actually taught me that you heat it up to remove the axle. I could not get that son of a bitch off. I couldn't cut it. I didn't want to get my Dremel out, so I set it aside. But now I know the heat will take will heat up the axle enough to pop the tires off. So I do have pieces ready to make it a hover truck.
And hey, Pirates, I did see it actually for like $12 a few times on Amazon. So maybe just keep an eye. It only goes on sale for like a day or two. But if I see it again, I'll definitely send you a link for sure. Because I keep dragging my ass on like picking stuff like this up. Next time I see it go on sale, I'm gonna like pick up a couple of them and likely make them into like hover style vehicles because I don't think I have anything other than a turbo tank in my setup that actually has like, real wheels. Got two of them. You take them apart. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're scaled for the Lightyears are what, 5-inch or are they like 4.5 or some weird?
They're 5-inch. They are 5-inch. They are substantially larger than your regular figures, right? That's pretty fucking big.
Oh, they're
but you can absolutely, like you said, you can move the seats. Everything comes apart pretty easily except for that goddamn axle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're heat fitted on there just so everybody knows. Okay, and I think plumbing for the wood. Oh, Gorilla Glue and let it sit overnight. Yeah, we were talking about Gorilla Glue before the show, and it's good, but I find with the Gorilla Glue you have to let it sit. Like it really needs like a long time to like cure and like set up. But once it's on there, man, it's like iron. You can't get it apart.
But I'm tired of them harvesting real gorillas to make that glue too. So
okay, yeah. And my last pick, and I'm sure everybody here probably has something of theirs, is the Joy Toy play sets. I almost this one, but they're like so versatile, and like you can mix them up, and they work with like any scale of sci-fi, or not any scale, but like sci-fi for it.
In that
And
118 range.
Yeah, and I like every time these go on sale, I grab them. Like only got 2 sets right now.
I don't pay attention enough. I need to, man. These things are sick.
Oh, dude, and the one that's good too. I should have got pictures of all of them, but they have like a meeting room with 2 screens behind it.
Yeah. The medical
That-
bay.
Yeah, the medical bay is awesome. I think they have an
Yeah.
armory and they have the mech bay,
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
I really want.
I want that stuff right there.
I got 2 of those.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm holding back on the mech bay because if I buy a mech bay, then I know I'm gonna buy a Joy Toy mech because I need something to go in.
I already popped that cherry, man. I've already done
Me
it.
too.
Now I need the depot.
Yeah, I just want to pepper it in because I'm a Star Wars guy, so most of mine is like Star Wars and some weird stuff like Pee Wee's Playhouse and dumb crap. But,
Hey, I support that all the way.
but I just want to pepper it in there without it like being Joy Toyed because like I don't think Star Wars and Joy Toy mix too well for the most part. Like Joy Toy's a little too detailed and too good to be like a Stormtrooper or Mandalorian or they're more they're way more swinging towards that like Warhammer style, like super detailed, like the beefy armor, like that kind of like jam. So I don't know.
You're making a solid point. I mean, like the detail scale between Joy Toy, Acid Rain, and then you go your regular TVC line. There's some drastic differences. So I get you.
Customize everything, guys. I'm telling you, if you customize everything, you put a wash on it, a uniform wash across the board, all that shit looks like it belongs to the same thing.
Sure. I feel you.
And I love Star Wars. I can't help it.
I love Star Wars too. I love it so much that I'm willing to buy Joy Toy so that my Star Wars characters have a nice environment to live in. Something that's real and gritty.
Well, as long as you're doing it for the greater good, fam, and I guess you can like.
Hey man, I fucking feed my figures and I wash their laundry. All right, I've got a washer and dryer right there for the toys. I take good goddamn care of my toys, and if you don't do that, you're not a world builder. All right.
If you want to put dirty black paint on all your Star Wars figures so they aren't like in mint condition, like how are you going to retire later when you try and sell your toys, man?
Buddy, I live in America. I'm not retiring.
Preach.
Laundry machine right here, baby. Han Solo's coat goes in, gets a tumble, gets dried, out the door.
He ain't doing laundry. Come on.
You know Chewie is like, motherfucker, you stink. Put some wash your clothes.
Yeah, he's probably
It's funny, those Joy Toy sets. I can't remember the name of the guy who's done it, but there's somebody I follow on Instagram. He must have bought maybe, I don't know, I would say maybe 10 to 20 of them, and he's like connected and built this huge ass, like, I'll have to, next time I see him, I'll like tag you guys.
The laundromat. That's cool.
It's crazy.
Lockdown Productions did that in Nassau Station. He's got that whole section. That's like all Joy Toy mech bays that he's like connected together. Because he's got like some cool stories he tells, right? He's got like slave Wookiee labor and like a xenomorph outbreak and all this crazy bullshit going on in his station. It's like, it's pretty entertaining, his little stories. But
you say lockdown Nassau? That guy's I want to go like just have drinks in his world.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know,
it'd be insane.
Yeah.
At least now he's got all those safety fences around, so nobody's gonna fall off the station.
It looks like a party planet. That's why you need safety fences. You know, I mean, never know when someone's gonna take a tumble.
And he's got space troopers, spacemen magnetized to the fucking ceiling. Just
nice.
Like it just blows my mind.
He did it. He did a video on a little tiny, like little helicopter drone one time, and I was like, man, that was so smooth. He's like, I edited out the parts where I just crash landed and wiped out like 30 figures, you know, like stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
I would edit that part out too, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah, like if you haven't heard of him, like go check out his station and
for sure.
His YouTube channel, his Instagram. And he used to do these crazy, like, post-apocalyptic outdoor setups with, like, I mean, like, hordes of zombies. And, I mean, this guy, like, I don't know what he does for work, but he goes kind of quiet for 2 or 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, it's just like,
I believe he mentioned he does something with teaching people to sword fight, historical for possibly films or television. So that's why he said he
like
drops
stage
off.
combat kind of guy.
Yeah, he said he drops off for some time to go work on projects and then comes back and plays with his station.
That's really far out, man. I grew up with a guy who ended up doing that. That's a crazy trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he did say that he does like choreography training or sword fighting training or whatever.
Sure.
Anyways, yeah, go check him out. So that's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And oh yeah, man, yeah, he's definitely on another level, man. Like, holy crap, just so much stuff going on. So I think now we are getting into Wolfman's picks. So what do you got here, man?
All right, man. That's we were talking about mechs. Like, I think, having a good mech for your station is a good deal. You never know when you need ground support. And again, right here, this is a Joy Toy mech, but as you pointed out, that Mantis, that Halo Mantis, I have one of those as well. You know what I mean? So sliding scale as far as affordability.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, mechs, get you one.
Yeah, get your mech today.
Right.
If you don't have a mech, you're not cool.
I'm gonna put on one of those plaid coats like Eugene Levy back in SCTV days and sell you a mech.
There you go.
Do a Ronco rotisserie mech.
Yes.
Set it and forget it.
You're feeling me. You're feeling me, man. All right.
Or do like an infomercial. Are you tired of not being able to step on people's cars and pets? You need a mech from Blammo.
Next time you need to level a building.
Yeah, next time. Yeah. And then I got your next picture here. So what do we got rocking and rolling here?
Okay, so we were talking Joy Toy. For me, the Cult of San Reja is like just heaven.
Yeah.
I love the whole post-apocalyptic Road Warrior, outer space cyborg vibe. So there you have it right there. Those guys, they fulfill. I think I'm missing one or two out of the collection. I got a couple of the bikes too. So as was stated earlier.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Those bikes are great.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, Morphonauts. Bo printed me one he does in resin.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to paint it up. It's definitely going to be my avatar's bike for sure because it's so cool. Yeah, and then these boxes.
Crates, man, crates. If you got a landing dot, not everything coming through your station is going to be a N1 Starfighter, right? So. Things for the background. Right in this picture, you got Empire Toy Works stuff, but you also have I want to say what's his name, Diorama Accessories. And again, different scale of affordability. When you're buying Empire, you're going to pay kind of a premium price. Diorama Accessories, his stuff is a little more on the mid affordable range. So. Again, it's kind of like when you're talking about world building, not everybody has a gajillion dollars to start off with or ever.
Yeah.
So it's like when I see guys like Boxagami getting out there and getting busy with cardboard, I'm just inspired by that. That's rad.
Well, and I can respect, I still do like the crafting stuff, but I'll say it 1,000 times over, man. A 3D printer will change your life.
I dig it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm stuck in the old world waddle and pitch method of caveman style world building. I'm figuring stuff out as it is. I got heckled hard by using live sand in my thing, versus static sand. Somebody was like, dude, you got to use static. And I'm like, no, man, you want to be able to mess around with it.
It's coarse and it's irritating and it gets everywhere.
You got points. But yeah. I'm enjoying it a lot for the whole Tatooine, Boba, Jabba Palace vibe thing that I got going.
Yeah, definitely. If you missed that, go back and check out our video where we've got Border Station on. He shows that off. I think it's awesome. I want to use real sand in my Tatooine setup. So.
And it's funny because there's different grades. When you go shopping at the hardware place, They say like play sand, and like I've gotten stuff that's as coarse as like little pebbles that you can kind of grind around in your fingers, and then stuff that's like dust. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I don't
stuff I
know.
used was like dust in the diorama. There, so that's what I'm working with right now.
Just don't turn a fan on in front of your diorama.
No, I think it's probably pretty good and settled, but you never know. You don't want to tempt
Oh,
fate.
this your next picture I had to show because it looks like it's got my boy Kurt Russell in it.
Oh, it's got your boy Kurt Russell.
Yeah, man.
There he is. Yeah.
Stargate.
Gosh, I'm just saying, like cars, 118 scale cars was the main point, but I had that cab sitting there, so I had to throw that Kurt Russell in there. If you buy a 118 scale car and it's junk or whatever, think mod, get after Greebles and or Greeblies. Okay, first of all, I want to clear this up. How do you say that? Greeblies or Greebles?
Greeblies.
I don't care about
How do they say it in Canada?
I call them doodads.
I like that.
Every time I do a video, I'm like, okay, I got this, and I put all these little doodads on it. But
all right. Outer Multiverse. What's your vote? What are they called?
I don't really call them anything. I mean, I just call them little pieces.
Pieces. All right. Okay. So the forum's in. Thank you guys.
But the Transformers guys, they call it kibble.
Kibble. Yeah, that's I think that's more of a term for like fodder when you buy a lot of toys that has a bunch of different parts from a bunch of different Transformers. No,
I thought it was all the little pieces and additional bits. And
we could get into semantics, I suppose, but you're more than likely way more informed than I am on the topic. Yeah. My point being is like mod out, like find an old 118 scale jalopy piece of crap and throw hover tires on that thing and some exhaust and a souped up engine and some whatever and tag it up, So yeah, little cars are great.
That's cool. Was that like just a Kurt Russell head you put on like a G.I. Joe body, or is that like
it's okay, so it's like a Marauder body parts and a Kurt Russell head I bought from Spartan 118 MX.
Oh, I gotta do that. I don't have a Kurt Russell in my setup. It makes me sad.
He's in variant 2, so he's kind of got an improved model now.
Oh, okay.
So check behind me out.
It's definitely got to be the Snake Plissken head, not the Stargate head.
Oh yeah, no, he's got the Snake. He's got all kinds of different Kurt Russell heads.
What do you got going down here?
What's that? Yeah, no, he's got them all. He's got the mustache, Kurt Russell. He's got he's got everybody. All right, man. Like cargo ships. Now, like obviously not everybody's got the cheddar or whatever to get the Razor Crest, right? But I've been seeing crazy. What's that?
Before you go on there, you can actually 3D print one of these for probably about $70 in material.
I love it. That's great, so dude. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I love to hear that. So anyhow, but there's that, and but I'm saying, like, I've seen so many cool. We were talking about Buzz Lightyear, so much cool shit has been done with the Buzz Lightyear ships in the last year with these customs and such. So I'm just saying, like, good cargo ship is a good deal. Like, again, I said, not everything that's coming through your spaceport is like hauling ass.
Yeah, I agree with Deep Space. He made a comment there where it is kind of cool how we've got like kind of our own lingo for everything. Like, it's kind of strange. Like,
that's true.
You can say the weirdest fucking word ever, and like they'll know what you're talking about.
If I was hanging out with a bunch of other folk that weren't informed, I was like Greeblies, they'd be like, he's having a seizure.
Hey, fucking call the man with the white coats. He's back at it again.
Yeah, right. They'd get after me, man.
Yeah, what the hell is a Greebly? Check his fridge for lemons.
I think he's smuggling something.
Yeah. Well, we have this like, stupid commercial. Well, it's not stupid, it's an awareness, but they have a commercial in Canada where it's an elderly guy and he keeps going to the store and buying lemons. So then the daughter like opens the fridge and like literally the whole door is full of lemons.
Yeah.
She puts on the sad face and then she's like, does your family member have Alzheimer's or whatever? So that's where if anybody's wondering where the lemon reference comes from, it's like that's where it comes from. So.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the tie through.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate
a little
that.
little bit of Canadian history, like the house hippo or maple syrup, or like jack bacon and plaid shirts. I don't know. It's all Canadian stuff. But Eddie disappeared. I don't know. I think he was abducted or something.
Something
So
happened.
I'm gonna run.
His computer's fucking up right now. He did something to it. I said, Eddie, don't touch anything. He fucking was looking for the on button. He'll be back. I needed updates.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we miss you, Eddie. We'll see you next time if you don't come back tonight in the time that we
Right.
have left. But yeah, here we go. Oh, let's go back to this. So I'm gonna go. Eddie picked the Dime Novel Legends. I'm guessing that's what this is.
Yep.
Am I right?
Chicken fried toys.
Marshall, isn't it?
Well, what? Yeah, it's the new kind of justified model. You know,
Yep.
with justified.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then the next one he picked. Well, I don't know if you're into Cowboys. Hey, Famine, could you just a quick note here? Just can you close down that chat window? For some reason, my chat window just disappeared. So, like the comments from the chat on the side, like mine shut down. Did yours?
I'm being called a coward.
I just
Exo
closed
Squad
mine and popped it
What's
back
that?
up. It's
Oh, okay, yeah, I was just gonna get you to close that comment that's been up there forever, but don't worry about it.
I got you. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah. So the Dime Novel Legends. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that stupid freaking name.
It's
But,
it's tough to talk about that much freedom, you know. Texas
Yeah.
Ranger walking around with that heater.
do they
Love your show. Love that Walker.
do they only do cowboy figures, or they do other shit?
They
They
do.
do. Well, yeah, they do cowboy themes. Sorry to jump in there, but yeah, they got like a whole Kris Kringle and Krampus, like Old West themed set. They got an upcoming thing that's all like kind of creatures of lore, but Old West style. So like you got Wendigo, who's looking mad scary.
Dude, fuck the Wendigo, respectfully.
Yeah.
They're coming out with jackalopes.
Oh, are they? I
I'm
used to
sad.
live in Wyoming. I'm like 20 minutes from the Wyoming border. So
Yeah,
I dig
1/18
it.
scale jackalopes.
all right.
Chupacabra, Wendigo.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I love this line of toys, man, because I'm an old fart and I love old westerns, man. I grew up watching them with my grandpa, so I'm about it.
Also, they're doing quote Cobra versions.
I saw that.
Of,
It's so sick.
those figures.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a crazy crossover.
Yeah. It's rad. It's rad.
Space
Look into it.
aliens.
Yeah, no doubt. So hopefully they will have some jackalopes at Joe Fest. Where the hell is Joe Fest this year?
Yeah.
Is it the
Thank you.
same
I
spot
don't
every
know.
year?
It's Georgia.
Okay.
So it's
Good
in
to know.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so far.
Roughly when every year?
June, I think.
June or July.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
supposed to be going this year. It's gonna be a photo finish, but I think I'm
All right. All right. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go down there just so because I know Dom and them go, so I want to meet like Dom in person and shit. But
Yeah, Beta Ray Bob's the one who's kind of got me wanting to go because he had a really good time last year, and so all the 1/8 scale guys are there. You know, Eagle Force.
Thanks, Bjorn.
You know, I think Chicken Fried Toys is there.
Right.
The retro O-ring guys are there and stuff. So
So many good companies.
damn, yeah, I want to go. I want to meet all these guys. Bjorn said he goes. Like, holy shit.
Right. He was,
All right,
giving,
that's it.
he was giving dates and times.
Settled. We're having a World Makers meetup at Joe Fest in June, so everybody save their pennies.
Okay. Put away the money.
But yeah. Going on to the next thing here, and I love this figure that Eddie picked up.
Sorry. The penny.
Okay, there it is.
He's
We don't
putting it
have-
away.
We don't have
Dude,
those
I love this RoboCop dude. I'm sorry, man. Remember when they were going through the trial phase when they were making this thing? And there's that one that just like straight rips his own head off.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I
That was
love it so much, man. It makes me laugh every time I see that movie. Sorry to just jump up and in there, but yeah.
It's funny too because the effects. It's like a guy that comes out and he like rips his head off, but then there's a skull, and the skull's
Right, right. It's all like Ray Harryhausen under there, dude. So good.
such an epic scene. Oh, I
Yeah,
love Robo.
yeah. Sorry, man. Just had to say it.
Man, that was great. That just came all flooding back to me. I was like, just watching the guy take his helmet off. It's a skull.
Right, right.
And how it's
Every time
like, I'm like,
kills
oh my
me.
God.
Just kills
But
me every time.
this is a Kane figure. So this can like, yeah, if you can, I don't know. This one I think he found on AliExpress, and I think it was pretty cheap. But
Okay, okay.
he's
Great
a
street
robot.
enforcer. Yeah.
Hi,
He's a robot. He's a robot that does drugs.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
true. If you want the true backstory, yeah, there it is.
It's the robot that does drugs. And then I liked Eddie's pick here because this is starting to like drop in price. But this is a great little set for like just like army building or like whatever you want to do. And
Troopers,
I love
just trooper customs out the door with that.
yeah, I love that cloak or whatever he's got. I don't know what do you call that? Poncho?
Poncho.
Poncho, yeah. So yeah, he's got that poncho and stuff. And that black one, if Hasbro's not giving us a black series, TVC Bad Batch, that would be a great base buck for Hunter and the techie dude. You just have to work on the helmet.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I see that.
I've given up all hope on Hasbro giving us a Bad Batch. Like,
I think it's going to be a set, and I think they're going to go balls to the wall for the final season. I wouldn't be surprised if the next HasLab is their ship. I've just got a funny feeling that they've been just holding off.
I don't know. We talked about it. Hey, if you want to plug, there's I do another show, and we do it every like 2-3 weeks or whenever we feel like it. Sci-Fi Guys. We talk movies, comics, pop culture, like all the crazy stupid rumors about Star Wars and sci-fi. But we talked about the Bad Batch on there, and I am predicting that Hasbro will give us a Bad Batch, but we've got Hunter now, and they're going to give us the Bad Batch in the season 2 colors, I bet. The rest of them will all come in like a different color scheme, just so people can freak right the fuck out.
I'm really looking forward to Wrecker because that body is going to be great for like big brutish figures, bodyguards and stuff. That big armored chunk of plastic is going to be great.
I'm thinking about taking one of those heavy Mandos and customizing him into a Wrecker if we don't get one soon. So like that buck's like a nice like solid buck for bigger characters or whatever, right?
True.
And then,
he's definitely thicker. Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie's next pick here is like it's just a no-brainer, as Dom would say on his show.
Yeah.
But yeah,
man.
if you want the zombies, man, here they are. You got a whole
Right.
set.
Right.
I mean, I'm assuming that you could probably like customize, swap these guys around.
Yeah. I
Paint
was
their
putting it in
skin.
the back of my head, but this thing's awesome. I need to get this.
Well, and that big zombie on the end there,
Right?
He's a pack-in on a couple other sets too.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen him. You're right. He does come with some other stuff.
But I love this as like, and you don't have to zombify them. Like obviously they look like zombies, but they have those glowing eyes and stuff, and even the heads and stuff. Would
Do
be
they
great.
do they really like with a UV light?
I don't know.
I think it's
It's painted in. Okay, I see. I
painted
dig what you're
directional
saying.
lighting.
I like how they're all in like thriller pose. You know, they're doing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody did great. Somebody had fun setting these up.
Oh, can you imagine if that was your job? Here's a whole bunch of toys,
Dude.
Set
Like
'em up
big,
and take-
without the weirdness.
Without the weirdness, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. And then Eddie's last pick was interesting. I don't know if this guy is like readily available, but if we're going into Joy Toy territory again. So this mech thing, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of some of those like Star Wars not ATST, but like the littler versions, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot what those little.
Thank you. Right there with it, Famine.
Famines on top of it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I have
Thank
like
you, sir.
so many of those. But no, I just like the design of this mech. And I guess if you were building a little troop, as far as Joy Toy goes, I'm guessing these are fairly affordable if you include it in the list. I don't know.
Yeah,
They
I
look-
think that was $50, maybe 55.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. That seems about right about where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the lower end of the
Again,
Joy Toy mechs and stuff.
And not like ripping on Acid Rain and stuff, but just when you look at the price difference, you're just like, wow, like this is really comparable,
Yeah, well,
for a better price spending point for me anyway.
Well, and like I said, my main jam is Star Wars, but I'm actually looking forward to like I've got the Army Builders on order. I'm going to order a couple other Joy Toy things because they've got a couple nice little sets of 3 that are on sale for like $100 that I'll probably
Right.
pick up. No, I'm actually looking forward to getting some like in hand, and then I can kind of see what everybody's talking about. Because the only Joy Toy I think I've had I've got one of the big the Space Marines that Gray Cloudy Day sent me. So I've got him and I've had him in, and the Joy Toy does feel different than like a Star Wars. Like Star Wars is like jerky and like weird to pose sometimes.
There's a fluidity. It's almost like posing one of those mannequins that they use for life drawing and such. Them little wooden dolls, I can't remember. Yeah, those guys. You got it. The dude with perpetually cupped hand. Those guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
that's the way the figure responds is like one of those. It's tight. The joints are tight, but not so tight you're afraid you're gonna break something. But don't get me wrong. I mean, Acid Rain, I look at the paint apps on those things and I'm just like, yeah, I love you guys,
Yeah, they're expensive because they let's not bullshit ourselves. There is a level of artism.
Yeah.
Artism. There's a level of artistry that's involved with those that no toy company is touching as far as the attention.
I agree 100%.
There's also the import fees, and that's what hits a lot of the cost to the states.
Sure.
I see people overseas who have a fuck ton of them because it's cheaper,
right?
And it's
actually
easier to obtain.
Yeah, my old lady's business partner goes over to Japan all the time, so I'm about ready to start hitting a brother up and being like, "Hey, make something happen." Come back to the States and be my buddy, be my friend.
I'll give a handy for some Gundam kits. I don't care.
I'll let him know. I'll pass that on.
You can clip this and show it to him. I'm just throwing it out there.
There you go.
Word up.
Well, on that note, I want to thank everybody for coming out for the show tonight.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, you can go support us on Patreon. The link's on my YouTube. You go buy some T-shirts. That link's already there. And I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming out. I want to thank Outer Multiverse for coming on. Wolfman, it's always
absolutely.
Thanks for having me. Thank my co-host Famine Studios. Episode 33 is in the bag, and until next time, take it easy and keep building some shit.